Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
It's Callahan in the morning. Callahan in the morning.
Callahan in the morning.
Hello, everyone. This is Callahan in the Morning. You're listening to Patriot Radio, where we love to drink liberal tears and where we bleed American. What is it like to live in France, which has become a third world hellhole thanks to liberal diversity and multiculturalism? Well, with me right now is a man who lives in France, and he is going to tell us about what it's like to live in the wonderful paradise of left-wing diversity and the policy of mass immigration and multiculturalism. He is Jacques Pepin, and he wrote a book, actually, recently. It's called The Death of a Baguette, A Day in the Life of a Frenchman Living in a Liberal Hellhole. I'm sure that's a title that's going to stir up a lot of anger. But we are talking to a real Frenchman, a real European who I'm sure loves to also drink left-wing tears. But in his case, it would be French liberal tears. Jacques Pepin, thank you for coming on to our show. So tell us, what is it like to live in a left-wing hellhole? We have right now a terrible, terrible corruption of the French culinary school. We have Americans in YouTube telling people how to make the classic French omelette. And they're telling people this is a classic French omelette when they only use the chive and they only use butter that is 13 and a half hours long or more. They are supposed to use butter that is 3.5 hours long or less. Anything more than that is complete garbage. But they are telling people that they can make a classic French omelette with only chive. And truly, the only real French omelette, classic French omelette from the Provence region, has to have not only chive, but the parsley, the cheval, and the tarragon. And if it doesn't have the chive, the parsley, the tarragon, and the cheval, then it is not a real classic French omelette. But yet we have chefs here in Paris, French chefs, telling people that this is the classic way of making a French omelette, following American bullshit artists on YouTube. It is a complete and utter disaster what is happening to my country, how Americans are ruining our culture. The name of your book is about living in a left-wing hellhole, and you're talking about Americans ruining your culture with omelets. What the hell does this have to do with living in a left-wing shithole? Because a classic French omelette should not look like Macron's wife. All right, everyone, so that didn't turn out as I expected it, but nonetheless, the show must go on. So let's take some callers. We have Billy Wilkins in the great state of Wyoming. Billy, what is your question or comment? I want to talk about how the English language is just being absolutely destroyed because, we have, for one thing, we have incorporated Spanish words in the English language. We have the word taco, for instance, which has been one of the greatest detriments and one of the greatest destroyers of the English language. I can't think of any other word which has caused more destruction than the word taco, because everyone is eating tacos, and so everyone is saying the word taco. And so I think what we should do is have a complete purging of the English language. We shouldn't call it a taco. We should just call it a piece of folded dough.